You know, some people come to me masquerading to be people working with the president, working with whoever. I've received the message up. If you have poor message, at boy, you are good. Us who work with the big man, we have planned to split votes by Chilufya being president and Maoz and Chavinga MPs. Maoz on PF, Chavinga on UPND. The four are working with big people. The four are working with big people. The Mingarato is that if we want attain 50% plus one, then if you have Upuba, actually, we want to mean a message. Whoever sent me this message, you are lucky that I'm not exposing you. Otherwise, then I could start expose. I would have just put this message on screen right now. But when we now we Shiva, number ends with 58. Number ends with 58. Don't send me such nonsense. Don't send me such nonsense. There are a lot of people that masquerade. Me, I'm working with the Hakainde. Me, I'm working with whoever. Don't think I'm stupid. Don't think I'm stupid. I know who work with who. I know who has Hakainde Ichilema's ear. I know who Hakainde Ichilema sits with to discuss this nonsense. So this nonsense, the messages. The president is greeting you. The president is greeting you. Abuka, uruchero chero, akwata kona nikane, uruchero, ariawa kashibakwe, abuka amo kuntumina ma message. The president is greeting you. The president is very grateful for what you are doing. Mwina mwana kwati, nalipuala raide. Some of you, no, we are talking for you. We are talking for you. So I'm from talking. Another fool was telling me, we have discussed it. We are just from discussing you. You are coming back. You are coming back. The president, we have convinced the president. Munifi Puba. If you think you can joke, you can fool me. You are just fooling yourselves. You're just fooling yourselves. You think I don't know? You think Hakainde Hichilema is very far? You think Hakainde Hichilema is very far? You think Hakainde Hichilema is very far? That you people, you will be coming here to be cheating me? No, we are talking with Hakainde Hichilema. No, Hakainde Hichilema said this about you. I know what Hakainde Hichilema says about me. Don't fool yourself. I'm not too far. I am not too far from those people that you are talking about. And those of you, there are those of you, again, about to my messages. Is it true what we are hearing on social media? Is it true what you are hearing on social media? Because you wupuwa, tuwale ni wupuwoko. Not to kuleta wupuwa kulina, tuwale ni wupuwoko. If you are consuming, if my fake stories you go whatever, I've got a platform. I've got a platform here where I review whatever it is. I talk about my personal issues. I come here, I talk. I talk. Songa mwatoro ama story ya woloko. Mwambo kwa yaleta kuline. Is it true? Is it true? Caption vapine vikuwa vileni. Because wupuba, if you are going to pick stories on social media, you pick up a story. When you have not said it here, what is the point of you calling me to be asking me about rotten stories that you have picked somewhere else? No. Ukokwine twareni. If you find my stories, ukokwine. Whatever you are reading, if yenuko, I state what my stories here. And I'm very transparent. I'm a person that tells you everything. I tell you my personal whatever, my personal issues, how I feel. Ngani ndwala, I tell you here. Allah. Mwetora ma stories ya ulo krondoro ka fesi nja sheko yako npanti kwa akawa. tell a story of Rondoro Kamura Takuri. Hey, is it true? Is it true? Elonganyawa mayawati wakwini mpumi. Imwe wakwini mpumi. Wakwini mpumi na limichindika. Wakwini mpumi, I mean, you are older than me. You were my teacher at school. You were my teacher at school. No mbana politics. Some of the things there is an extent to which you can go. Makwini mpumi chilishani mani. Munefuanka miliepo. Munefuanka miliepo chilishani. Ewa kwa timule landarande mune chita create if you chita create. Chilishani mani. Awe imwe nalimichindika nanguma politics. Ile ndashamo. Ndashamo wamwa wantu shani. Waibwera mofi. Nomba wakwini mpumi ni muli no. Muna sawaira pali ne chilishani. Mayona imwe. Ndeko wakuli hapo limbi munafuanga miliepo. Mkese kunanikani kunonaika. Mkese kuno mwila puisha vechi kongo mkusawaira. Munesawaira pali tayari chilishani. I think imwe no mwe ura perera imwe takwa wapi tayari awe chilishani man. Iseni ndineka. That is the only information I've told you. Me I've only told you that awe abakashwa ndibaliya nakia and I'm upset about it. If you feel bimulela ndafienu if you feel bimulela ndafienu ala told my stories for social media. Is it true? My message is very full. Is it true what I'm hearing? Is it true what I'm hearing? Is it true? What are you hearing? What are you hearing? From who? Ask those. Ask those. Why do you want to think that I'm in Shakwata exclusive? I don't have people that I talk to exclusively. I say it on social media here. I tell you. The day that I will divorce my wife, I will come and tell you to say I've divorced her. Na papa time. Ushenga na yawa tindefo kuliyako nishi na yawa tinachita divorce. Ushe divorce wachitira pa social media. Where did you see a divorce pa social media? Social media. Divorce yawa mukoti. Not pa social media. Muna divorce panono imwe. Patadi. If you put your Fiama International, ufune wako Ethiopia wako na Zambia, pako tuiso ichite conclude your divorce. Katwishi. Kulungana vendefo kulungana ko. Pantu. Ndine kachapwa. Na ema nefo kulungana ko chapwa. Ala. Emwe. Take mvine. We chachine. Why you not divorce for social media? Why is that divorce for Ichichika? Why is divorce you? Patadi. Anyway. Yeah. Buafia. Yeah, take a name. Anyway, let's get to politics now. Let's see. Put aside the story of Rondoro Kayo. I have a queen impumi. I have a queen impumi muichindiki. Bakwini impumi muichindiki. Muichindiki na papa. Mairo mkaidishanya chavana shanya. Muichindiki. Stand my politics widow. It's telling you about politics, we know the man. Now let me chindika. Ndareto tuntuine. Mkapapa sana. Mkabusha na chipashowana ala. Muteka nyezana mayo. Muteka nyezana. Ala imwe. Oh. Yeah. Anyway. So. Let's discuss politics. I'm a politics na kulina kawansa na problem ine mwandini efo ishitemenweko in our politics in Zambia. Okay. Insala na ituchitobubi. Insala na ituchitobubi chine na ma pressures. Let me even say just ma pressures. Iya kwa political field mukwete wonseva nsala. A problem tukwete mu Zambia. Ama politicians tukwete vengi wonseva nsala. Okubikira kona inewe. Insala na ituchitobubi kanshi. Ama politics survival iliko. Survival iliko na bantu bashiri ba politician. Na bashiri ba politician bale ibikirisha profit. Chiri kwati nfire bakwati. You know, whatever rumendo bakuna nikani. Aba rumendo bakumatero. Aba rumendo bakumatero. Ask him about anything. They know. Ask him about repairing a vehicle. They know. Ask him about repairing a fridge. They know. Ask him about repairing your wife. They know. Everything. Every yama politics. There are people that are in politics. Really, they don't make any contribution. They don't make any contribution. Each time is just to be used. Just to be used. How I am, yes, na I need help here and there. But one thing that you would not put on me is that I will just be used against something that I don't believe. Or I'll be used, I'll be twisting the constitution so that to my benefits. We use each other. I speak my mind. If it is to campaign for you, I campaign for you, and you also help me. That is a fact. That is a fact. I support you. If I'm supporting you, you have to help me. You help me. So tulafuana. But it is not that I lie. No, I don't lie. I don't lie. There are a lot of people that are masquerading to be politicians, but very for our kudia. I am 100 pin very pili. If you look at some of these people, 100 pin kuchaimon, 100 pin kuchaimon, but they are being sponsored, they are being given a 100 pin kariye kalipile. Kwati mwana we school kuya mkulipila school fees, bala ikumbwa no kuikumbwa liyari ya mkulipila ale kumbwa no kuikumbwa ya 100 pin. Ayalipila 100 pin, vampera po 10 pin, vampera po 10 pin. But they don't make any political significance. They have no significance in politics apart from being used. Most of these people that you have seen about the Pirama 100 pin, most of them gamwatimu barurishi bafunya na kusema 100 pin, barafiro kushtama tukaptura twa mukati, barafiro kushta tukaptura twa mukati bombasa ya mukati barafiro kushta, but baamukulipira 100 pin. Just because they are being used somewhere, somehow. Fiabupuba. Fiabupuba. Aba KBF bambo kumifulungani. KBF amdala mukaleka ya mano ya bukuruku bamdala imwe. Mukaleka ya mano ya bukuruku. Imwe bamdala imwe. That's why people have not appointed me in government. People leave me out of their governments because I tell the truth. I tell the truth. I'm not a sycophant. I'm not a sycophant. That's why people don't put me in their governments. Because I'm not a sycophant. I tell things as they are. Valentina. Uyunga to msonta uyu ndalande fishinka. Echo bantina. Nomba imo ba KBF. Successive governments have come and gone, and they have left you out. Mulandwa mano ya bukuruku. Mulandwa mano ya bukuruku. Ya bukuruku mwambo kula leta napa. Muleta bukuruku. You want to cheat people to say, people will not be adopted when they are not appearing on Pakra as presidents. Which law? Which law imona imoba KBF? Which law are you using? If you are KBF, which law are you using? Which law are you quoting? You are a very intelligent lawyer. You are a very intelligent lawyer. What is your game plan? Are you trying to disqualify others hoping that mukakwata kwa votes because imoba mdala imwe na votes imwe nga mukakwata 50 nishimwashuka nga mukakwata 50 wa KBF nishimwashuka wa KBF imwe mukakwata 50 ukala votere kuruku ni nani ukala kuvotere kuruku ni nani imwe wa KBF ni nani? Why did Sata leave you out of his government? Why did Sata leave you out of his government? Why? Why did Edgar Lungu leave you out of his government? Why? Why did HH leave you out of his government? Why? You were with HH even in the negotiations during the time of elections. Ama handover ba KBF mwali na HH. Chaba shani alimisha. HH has gone to appoint people from the streets. People he met. Mu street shamu kumani. Na wena chavinga bonsaba. These are just the street boys that haka in the Ichilema met. But Kalito was, at least he greets them. No mba imwecha dengere chish. Nga mulesa vaida wa KBF mukalande. Not fila musabaida. Ulia muntu. Mukalande wino cho HH mishirire. Mukalande cho HH mishirire. Because pali HH pena. You were supposed to be in government. Chaba shani chisha mishirire. So I am an getting people are getting worked out. Babu ndivile na wana worked out. No, if he's not going to be on the ballot, Mundivile is not going to be on the ballot. Why do you waste time on useless things? Why do you waste time? Mundivile na wana mundivile na wana. Na walani kani ati wananyama ati babinwe. A problem is being surrounded by cantankerous people. By cantankerous people. That's why you won't get it this time. You won't get it because you are surrounded by cantankerous people. If Mundibire is not going to be there, we are not going to have elections. If you Binwe problem, wala chita exaggerate uwa umebwabo. Binwe otekanya. Binwe otekanya. Binwe otekanya ndekwerwa. If you itutumuna. I'm a politics. They will humble you. Look at some of us. We have ended up in exile. Now akashwele tukamuna ndio wakati tulimwexile. Sasa isango muntu aisanga tiniwe refugee bera. Nde itot refugee ne ule monekefu. Ama politics. Ngatakuli ama muntu bile ngatalipo. And you are sitting there. You think that kind of language will help you. That kind of language is aggressive. That kind of language is aggressive. You are inviting trouble. You are inviting trouble at this point. What are you going to do? What can Babinwo do? What can Babinwo do? Can Binwo stop my elections? Can Binwo stop my elections? Nangumulesa baila fimwefinti mwakwata kwa mano, mwakwata kwa wisdom. Because when you speak like that, you are bordering on very serious issues. Very serious issues. That statement in a government ukwa furungana. Kuchima kukonkana. If Mundibila is not on the ballot, there will not be elections. Iwe binwe iwe. Iwe binwe iwe. No wa umebo utaliwo. Where at you because of mundu virenga tali pa ballot ama election takwakabe pantu fyo wale pa muwa ume ero nombole bati yo takwakawa ma elections fumwe vintu fimulanda muireterera fie kabiye ka campaign kuntwanikane kulya kunkana ka campaign tubone ngolepi pantu kunkano koningu mfana hivi kabiye ka campaign posamba no ku constituency pantu wala isangati wala pona. And you can't say, with the way you have been doing politics, you can't say, no, I'm not going to contest. Go and contest. Go and fight for that seat. Ewa ume winga ilanga kwa ume. Not if you mulesa wa ilapadi munduwi. mulemuleterera fye mundubire mulemuleterera mundubire. I mean nshashifana story ino ko ifumine pantu fye KBF walanda pantu fye ntwanikane uyu ntwanikane siya wana sabaira mwa kirikiti mwa aluka ma politics chimono kumiposele boni bamposele boni era imwe mwekele kirikiti mulema ne boni abanenu baleje minofu nishta campaign ino nishta campaign, focus on campaign, not to kulafia kulanda if we are not going to be on the ballot nishi kamikanyo kwa ballot let me tell you file landa KBF fya bukuruku. The constitution is what we follow. And according to the constitution, a person, anyone can file for presidency. Anyone. You don't have to necessarily be on a political party. You don't have to be sponsored by a political party. You don't have to be a president of a political party. Anyone can file in as president according to the constitution. The constitution, if you look at the qualification of being a president, there is nothing like he should be a member of a party. No. There is nothing like he should be a president of a party. No. Tapaba pwe from constitution. Tapaba if he should be a president of a party. No, tapaba. He should be a member of a party. Takwaba. The constitution is very clear. And ECZ does not make rules from nowhere. No. ECZ is not going to make rules. Tailored for Munduvire, tailored for Akainde Chilema, tailored for Malukula. No. ECZ follows the constitution as it is. They follow the qualifications of being a president. That's what they follow. No, by Mova Munduvire, if we are not going to be there, I'm not. I don't qualify. Ni pesa. Ni mwaba lawyer. Kashi mwabantu wabashani. Kashi mwabantu wabashani. Mwalile kuma skulu mwayasambirila. Mwasenda malo degree. But application very poor. Mwana kuziale mwayapasa. Ne ushapasa ntuanikane. Nishapasa po law whatever. Nishapasa po. I have a better understanding. You waste your time on useless things. You are even caught in trouble. You are caught in trouble over unnecessary things. But KBF is just trying to manipulate people. There is nothing. Our constitution does not say somebody should be a president of a party. There is nothing. And I also want to appeal. I like to be the truth, to say the truth. I know also in UPND there are some cantankerous people, confused people who want to, bring in this to my machinations, or barring this one, barring this. Because to be honest with you, even in that Malukula Takawepa ballot, I say Malukula Takawepa ballot not because of the constitution. To be honest with you, even Malukula qualifies. Because even Malukula, let me blame Malukula for the wrong things he has done. And not to kupanga fya kupanga. Epo to apusani na bopeni. Ine nshirande fya bulokulondoloka. Malukula, I've said it even here. Malukula has not committed any crime whereby he cannot be on the ballot. I say that, even me when I say that, it is just politics. Politics because of the embarrassment that Malukula has taken us through. So if Malukula, for example, is going to be bad, it is not because of the constitution. It is basically politics. Because, and I say this because of what he has done. What he has done, Malukula has really embarrassed our country. Malukula has held our country at ransom. But in terms of the constitution, truth be told, there is nothing wrong that he has done. In terms of truth be told, there is nothing that he has done which he can be charged for. Kula ndakoba tu yumuntu alitumpa, ukutumpa kwakwe. Ero mwamuchita wa nyawani. no mapali mundubire chinshi tapali fish mwalala ndirapo tapali and so even mwabali mu UPND ndefo kumyebati some of these things avoid them. We want to go into this election. Hakainde Hichilema has already won this election. Hakainde Hichilema has already won this election. There are no two ways about it. If you are still insecure, if you are still doubting, then you are not fit to be in whatever position that you are in. If really you are doubting by now, if that Hakainde Hichilema is going through, then you are not fit to be where you are. Hakainde Hichilema has already won this election. So Aziz has already won the elections. The last thing that you would want to do is to have certain people crying to say, no, I was disqualified. Otherwise, I would have won. Especially when you are talking about credible people like Mundubire. Apa, I'm not rooting for Mundubire. I'm not campaigning for Mundubire. What I'm campaigning for is Hakainde Hichilema to go through without anyone saying, awe, ngachadifi. Ine Mundubire ndefu akabepa ballot so that baka munyankule, so that Mundubire can learn politics. That's why I'm saying let Mundubire be there. At least tukwate koka competition. Fika moneka fe kwatika Hakainde Hichilema apitirefi. Let there be a competition. Kamoneke koka competition. Kamoneke koka democracy wino. Come on, get democracy. You can't tell me at you come on democracy. Ngamwaya mina na Peter Chanda. You can't tell me at you come democracy. Ngamwaya mina na ulian tuan kane at Shanuda Tonga. You can't tell me ikawati ni democracy. Ngamwaya mina na ba Fred Membe. My friend become those are political rogues. They are dead politically. Those are rotten rogues politically. My friend member tapali. Those are not people that you can give an election credence. We want credence. Like the elections yakapite tukabanyankule. Mundubire akatolepo ntwanikane nga nalilanda pano Mundubire ngaka imona 50,000 inshabonga akatolepo na 50,000 yako yoyini Hakainde Hichilema akapite na 5 million votes chapo because barabantu tapali ofo bali tapali they are nobody. They don't stand a chance. Nangu muliba mwenso wa UPND mwenso wa shani, honestly mwenso wa shani ifu mwara tini na Mundubire finshi and in the vite kwa ma politics fishinka Mundubire is known page and is more popular on my page. He's not even popular on his own page. Page come on, you go and check Mundubire page. Even when Mundubire goes live, go and check how many people are watching you. How many people are watching you? Eko Mundubire aka ikwata 100,000 votes. Eko Mundubire aka ikwata 100,000 votes. Mundubire aka ikwata 100,000 votes. Mundubire is only popular on my page. He is only popular on my page. Ukukumbyuku is not popular. Ake minina he will lose. So these are not people abakobati mupose mutampo kulatina chabana shani. You start making Hakainde Hichilema look like easy whatever. No. Hakainde Hichilema evidentanda mwalelanda aba PF. But PF Hakainde Hichilema is using the judges. No, you win kaka fulungana kaka precious. Why is Hakainde Hichilema using the judges? Why is Hakainde Hichilema using the judges? Mwanene pesha uda judging that shan. At judge concepta. Mwalimu tukile mwamutuka that judge. Mwamutuka. Uyo concepta. Ali mpera judgment, ali mpera PF che. But mwalimu tuka. You were busy insulting that judge. Mwalimu tuka, but ali mpera PF ye. Lero mwachia constitutional court kuna nkane ku Supreme Court na bamipera ba extra injunction so uyo Hakainde Hichilema mwatemo kubepesha one she you like dragging Hakainde Hichilema mweba ona PF ni mwego PF yali onaika. It is because of yourselves. Today PF is in problems, not because of Hakainde Hichilema, but because of yourselves. Not because of the courts, but because of yourselves. Bamao Sampa, Bachila Mikube Nkula. They were spreading powder on you. For what? For what? Mao Sampa, you are the one who has caused problems. I know Edgar Lungu. I mean, started all this nonsense. Amama's nations yawa lungu. Injuka shawa lungu. Shaona wile PF. But afterwards, even our Mao Sampa, you came and messed up everything. Mao Sampa, there is nothing that you can boast about PF. You are a problem. You created this problem in PF. You created this problem in PF. And it is a shame that even you, at some time, you want to talk like, you know, UPND is involved. And yet, Fiamba the Fiobena fi group paper. There is nothing mweka. And now, for people that may want to understand where PF is now, for people that may want to understand, me, I don't even subscribe to this Karan Kanekachaving. I don't. And I would really want you people about PF to insulate President Hakainde Hichilema from this nonsense. We want Hakainde Hichilema to win clean. Clean. Monga clean. Let Hakainde Hichilema just win my elections. Win. Not let's concentrate on Hakainde Hichilema winning. You won 2021. What about 2026? You are in power. Focus on the votes. Not you. Focus on the votes. Let Hakainde Hichilema come and poll. We have got a register of 8 million. Let Hakainde Hichilema come and poll 5 million. That is what you should be focusing on. Not forget about them. Focus on the votes. By UPND, focus on the votes. Starting from today, I am telling you, focus on the votes. Not if you. If there is an investment that you want to put that investment in my votes. Put in my votes. Make sure ama votes yakale itikafe. Let Hakainde Hichilema pour 5 million out of that 8 million. That is what you should focus on, not Zambia. So our PF avena konyagi whatever. Tabako attention avena muntu tabako attention. Tabako attention. Let baka fumana 50 ping uyu shan. Bana nikane over KBF balesa baida. Useless man. Useless man. Baka fumana 20 ba. Baka fumana 20. Baka la pishanya na vena ntwanika na vena fragment. But where is PF anyway? PF, just for you to understand the litigations around PF, just for you to understand. PF, at the moment, it is in the hands of Ntwanikane. It is still, unfortunately, it is still in the hands of Kachavinga. Okay? But in principle, Kachavinga kalirusa. In principle, Kachavinga kalirusa uliomulandi. Kachavinga kalirusa uliomulandi. That case is no longer in favor of Chavinga. Chavinga is just being a nuisance. Just like Malukula is being a nuisance in the case yawa Edgar Lungu. Mungu mfuikishe. Chavinga is just being a nuisance in this case. He has already lost the case. Just like Makebi Zulu has already lost the case in South Africa. But is also being a nuisance. Now, look, here is the background. I will repeat it so that Mukonke will know. In case some of you have not followed. The background is that Mao Samba staged a fake convention, because Valungu didn't want to go for convention. Valungu didn't want to go for convention. Valungu kept on holding on to the PF. He said, "Yakulekera." Vaeva want to repeat ni ama 200 pin to a convention. Mao Sampa alipida, va GBM alipida, mundu vile valipira vanani mtoto kafwaya ntwanikane atinani uyu chitaru Chilufya valipira ma 200 yali na Mao Sampa wini alipira. Valungu didn't want to go for a convention na nakachinda wavo, they didn't want. Epa fumine nomba konyagi nomba isa pepe chamba chamkola vambo kula na nankani na ntwanikani uyu na given win ichifuku chamkola ekuya panga kalaka fake convention. He made a fake convention and he installed himself as president, Mao Sampa. And that's at star point number Ngona as secretary general, Kachavinga ati leader of opposition. Ukufumapo, Mao Sampa was hoping that after Chilufya Bupuba, UPND will come in and will start giving him money. He was hoping that Hakainde Hichilema will jump, will get excited, and call him to State House. Come, this is what you have done is very good. Unfortunately, Hakainde Hichilema didn't do that. So, Mao Sampa became frustrated. He went back kuli Balungu. Ilo aile kuli Balungu. Ngona, taile na Chavinga. Kangona kaisa aloresha na Chavinga baloresha uyu muntu amboka mukikana na Balungu. Elo PF nga yaweke na kuli Balungu. Ni shina wu secretary general wapwa. Ka Chavinga na kokebele ina ni leader of opposition. Hii government vyeko njensha na chioffice na kwata pa parliament ni nsifiaya. That is how they came up with it, Mama's Nations. Anyway, they started fighting na Maos. Maos amona bambo kunyama pindo abatanfia. When Maos fired them, they went to court. Ngona went to court and challenged Maos to say Maos te chantamfine. Maos te chantamfine. Vaya kukoti. Ilio vaide kukoti kulia. Maos, if you have a mukoti, if you sue me, if you file papers against me, I'm supposed to respond. And Maos responded. When he responded, he also put in a counterclaim, meaning to say, I cannot fire him. But look, he has also said that he is firing me. Ngona aliye kukoti. Haya kukoti. Mao Sampa te chantamfye. Muli party ya kuiwa. Baka mwala la weka. Muli party ya kuiwa. Uyuka mwala te chantamfye. Uleka mwala pakwa sukevele kutina mtamfya. But naeno na mtamfya. That is the genesis of the court case that has been going back and forth. That is the genesis. Now, when Maos responded, Chavinga na Ngona, they never responded to the counterclaim. And they didn't follow the directives of the court. Court ila pela date to cover by such a date. Mufire mwachitafao ama documents yakuti na yakuti. Vangona naka Chavinga, because vale umfawino secretary general, vale na wakataka pia, they were just busy. Vale Timber Life, vala wa court case, they followed the directives of the court. They didn't follow the directives of the court. Similarly, kuya walungu kesi nayo, after Vamakebi Zulu valusa mu high court, elo valuisha vaisa ya kuna nikane ku vaisa ya ku Supreme Court. Ilio vaile ku Supreme Court, they were supposed to file in ama documents, and the last date was 30th March. Makebi Zulu, because he was busy campaigning, valawe umunanduwa ku court kudia valava. Same Chavinga Nangona, they forgot to file in the documents in court. Just like Makebi Zulu failed to file in the case, the papers, mu Supreme Court South Africa. And the judge ruled to say, Iwe, Chavinga, Nangona, you have failed to prosecute your case. You have not followed the directives of the court. That is how they lost the case. That is how they lost the case. And Ngona and Chavinga, they have said, sorry, your judge, sorry, your my lord, sorry, my lord, my ladyship. Sorry, my lady, we forgot, but we are ready to put in the documents as required. And the judge said, no, too late. You were sleeping. You slept on your own case. And that's how that case was dismissed. But when they have gone now to Supreme Court, they have gone to Supreme Court, where they are saying, it was wrong for the judge to say, to dismiss the case because we didn't file in the documents. It was wrong. And they are asking the Supreme Court to vacate that judgment, to overturn that judgment, so that they can push in their documents. Just like Makebi Zulu, now, after Vasende Chitumbi, because when Makebi Zulu did not file in, it means the case collapsed. And that is how the government got the body according to the judgment, Yamu High Court. And now Makebi Zulu now is asking to say, please, Supreme Court, can you restore my case? I'm ready to file in. That is what Makebi Zulu is doing. That is what Makebi Zulu is doing. Same na Chavinga. Nangona, they are asking the Supreme Court, no, please restore our case so that we can push in. Now, what about the injunctions like today? That is the main case. Number case Yalelo, which was there today, it was an injunction. I saw some reporters doing badly at the Supreme Court dismisses Ngona's case. I mean, they didn't dismiss the case. No, they didn't dismiss the case. What they dismissed is an injunction. The main case is about Filana Chimieva Ngona suing Maos to say Teti Untampi. Maos Sampana whatever. Kutina Kutampi, na Teti Untampi. That is the main case. And that case is still in the Supreme Court. However, there is an issue of injunction. An injunction is who should control PF whilst the main case is going on. Whilst the main case is going on, who should control PF? Same kuri case yaba rungu. It is about who should have the body while the case is going on. Who should have the body? Aliyama cases yaliko, last hearing, it was about who should have the body whilst the case is going on. And as it is, the government of Zambia is actually holding that body in a way. What was there, it was not a judgment. It was a consent judgment. It was a consent judgment. That's why the government of Zambia is the one paying for that, for the body, where they are keeping the body. Because really, the Zambian government is in charge of that body if you follow the events of things. If you follow the events of things, because Iliana Nikanedia injunction was dismissed. Since the injunction was dismissed, what it would have meant is that the body should have gone to the government. But the government has been very patient and magnanimous. They said, Fikosa Kubidi, let the family hold the body, let them keep it wherever they want to keep. And for us, we will pay for wherever they will take it, wherever they want to put it. Let it be there, and as government, since it's supposed to be in our custody, we will be paying. So not Filabalele, but government has been ordered to pay. No, government was not ordered. It was out of goodwill of government, because that injunction was dismissed. And upon being dismissed, that body would have gone back to government. But the government, they have been very patient. They said, fikosa kuviri. Let the family keep the body. Let the family keep the body. And for us, we will be paying whatever it will be, where they will be comfortable, if we are ready to pay. That the government has been ordered to pay. They were not ordered. Government, according to the way things are, they are supposed to be holding on to the body. But they said, let them keep it. But we will pay wherever they will take it. That is the situation. That is the situation. Same now, kuliba PF. Ngona bali lusomula ndulia. Because they failed to prosecute it. Just like Makebi Zulu failed to prosecute case yako. They failed to prosecute this case. They failed to prosecute this case. That's why in Uganda, bali lusa. Just like Makebi Zulu na yena ali lusa. He has lost that case. Makebi has lost that case. Ngona, he has lost that case on similar terms. Ngona did not prosecute the case. He didn't. And the case was dismissed on that. Makebi Zulu failed to file in documents in court. And the case collapsed. So, there are similarities. Sleeping on the case. Not doing what you are supposed to do. Not following the court directives. So, he has lost. But he's holding on now with an injunction. So in that injunction, whilst the case is going on, I want to be in control of PF. And they were granted that injunction in Supreme Court. Okay? They said, whilst the case is in the Supreme Court, we want to be in control of PF. And the judge, an ex parte, before one judge, they were given. But when they went for hearing, and the judges looked at the case, today they said, Imwa Kesi, you are supposed to go to High Court. That's where you are supposed to go. Not to come kuno unless ku High Court, fiaka ninkana, that's when you can come to Supreme Court. If you look at Makebi Zulu was lying to you at, no, we have filed an injunction in the Supreme Court. No, it was in the High Court. It was in the High Court. So they did the right thing. For them, they went in the High Court. And it was dismissed in the High Court. But on this side, the Supreme Court. And the judgment, but I'm judges, you were supposed to go to Supreme Court, High Court. So immediately, when the case was dismissed in Supreme Court, they went now to High Court and filed another injunction in the High Court now, where they were supposed to go. But if you look at all these things, it is just being a nuisance. They're just being a nuisance. But anyway, that's what they did. They have now gotten an injunction in the High Court, where they should have gone first. And at the moment, as we speak, so PF is still under Winangona. Because of this injunction, this fresh injunction, which they got in the High Court. But over and above everything, Mao Sampa should be in charge of PF. But because Chavinga and Ngona, they are being a nuisance. They are being a nuisance. That's why the case has gone back to the High Court, and Ngona, they are still holding on to that. I think I'll leave it there so that I can allow phone calls. We can interact. I know you might want to seek clarifications here and there. I wanted to talk about Lusaka Central and other things, but let me leave this at this point. Let me leave this. I think we have spoken about the issues of nominations, qualifications. ECZ is not going to stop anyone because the constitution, unless you fail according to the constitution, but ECZ cannot stop anyone. The only thing which will be there where ECZ might disqualify some of these people, it is a situation where, like for example, our PF, if he, for example, Chavinga says, Naina, I'm contesting as president, Mao Sampa, I'm contesting as president, there will be a problem. And this is where ECZ will not be able to take some of these people, because they will say, even when you are still in court, who should we recognize? So that is the only thing. That is the only thing where somebody can be stopped. In case of Mundubile, unless Mundubile goes and files under FDD, and then some people in FDD, they say, no, we don't recognize Mundubile. Those are the issues that they should be looking at. Those are the issues that they should be looking at. And those issues should be managed by themselves. Not to say, yo, this one cannot be. No. ECZ will not be an adjudicator. ECZ is not an adjudicator. So you cannot expect ECZ to adjudicate or to choose between two rival factions. No, you can't expect ECZ to do that. Yeah. So, I think Nalanda, those that want to, if you want some clarifications, you can call in now. Some of these people, you let to Canada, you can't even understand why. You can't even understand why some of these people are insulting. Why are you insulting? What have I done? This movie to watch. Chilisha phone ile bomba. Na phone ile bomba. Papa jaba le vepa. Haka inde ichilema has said this, haka inde ichilema kabia nyuko. Mwirasa baida. I know. I know who Aka Inde Ichilema work with. Mama, boss, I want to sell my kidney. Look at this food. I want to sell my kidney. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. President.
Hello?
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 Hello, Mr. President, Mr. Tayali.
Yes.
This is Tembo, your favorite.
Yes, please.
Calling you from Lusaka, Zambia.
Yes.
I like the way you analyze things. Because the other people, they just point issues that are not there. I'm watching. I'll call in the later again.
I don't usually pick this line. Let me take an opportunity. I don't usually pick this line. The best that you can do is to send me a message. I don't pick phone calls here, and I'm taking advantage of this to tell everybody. Don't have the habit of calling me and thinking I'm going to pick. I don't pick. Send me a message. If it is necessary that we talk, I'll call you. Why? I don't want people to mukantape mukano. No, Tayali said this. No, I spoke to him. I don't want. Hello? I'm going to
nabo mbahewunezo kavurushi mkavurushi district nachafua mpose po nachafua kulaba UPND singani nochesu ma doctions yana bakupapura nita mukata doctor Rashida Mlenga barashida bali popular and then into more Chilufya sana nangarea kwa abantu typing mukuyingati bero barashida bachakwa fya kuti tabisha bikwisha abantu ngatabeshi betu barashida yeba kitu so
Mwisakamana Rashida, they are going to adopt Rashida. They are going to I mean, if they don't, I mean, she's a woman, she's popular. Rashida will be adopted. I know Rashida will be adopted. Hello? Rashida will be adopted because, I mean, she's a lioness. She's a lioness. She's a lioness. She need to ekandishan kanshile. At UNHCR, bring back this guy. He's now whatever. You think UNHCR works squat cantemba? Why? Eh? You think UNHCR works squat cantemba? If you want to sign a petition, you are busy signing a petition. Hey, bring back Tayali. Hey, whatever. Hello?
Hello.
Precious Mulishan.
Mulishan.
Yeah. Landed Precious.
Yes. Yeah, what I want to talk on where you were saying that where can be the problem is like if now Sampa says I want to be the president at Paringa, you want to be the president. Why should they even say that me I want to be the president when they know that whatever they are doing is illegal? So all this confusion, it's not like maybe it's like Paringa or Mau Sampa. It is the same president like I claim.
What unamfuaya hakainde ichirema takwava pye hakainde jonse kwenye hakainde iwe aona yo achira mwe halo napa shiringire ni hakainde hapa shiringire ni hakainde chishani murume wavene halo yes man
yes Watali yes I just need the clarification padi mwachilanda padi issue ya court South Africa. Because people they have been saying the court gave the order that the government have to pay, but for the valid payment here, so which means the family evacuate Amakapachitumbi because the government they don't have an access to see the body.
No.
So I just want you to make clarification, Batari.
Yes.
Because people have been saying because the government gets it's only the family who can see the body.
No, Wolfie. The issue is, let's go a little bit backwards, right? After Makebi Zulu, afiro kuchitafao in ama court documents. Umulandi watashani wachita collapse. Okay?
Yes.
After the case collapsed, government moved in, okay, to get the body, to effect the judgment. Okay, what was in the body, to Zambia because judgment that mukase government if they are send body. Wamona?
Yeah.
If you know send before when they wanted to get the body, the South African government came in to say, we need to do investigation. You cannot get the body. Because we are doing investigation, this person is alleged to have been killed in our country. Yeah. So they are the ones that got physically the body. Now, physically the body and the right one government mortuary. Mwamona? Government by minine oh okay, push any from level kuchita. Once you finish, you tell us, then we can pick it up from there. Whilst they were doing that, Makembe Zulu went and got an injunction, okay, against the South African government and the Zambian government. And now yene mochari okobale sunga kudya. Iyo injunction akwete ailepoka mu high court. Okay? Ailepoka mu high court. And you know ailepoka mu high court. Ali abepa mu high court kobati. I body should not go because kunyumulandu ku Supreme Court. And yet mulandu wali chita collapse. So you know why them kulondolola number because it was an ex parte, meaning Avena Malukula or Maloyas Bakwa Malukula, Bakwa Makebi, they went alone and told a judge, Ubufi. And then the judge said, let the two sides come. And all the sides came. And the sides here, Baba Kumocha, and that case collapsed in the Supreme Court. The South African government case collapsed in the Supreme Court. The Zambian case collapsed in the Supreme Court. And they showed evidence to that effect. So that is how the court now vacated from that injunction. Okay? They vacated from that injunction. But not to embarrass because the issue is sensitive. They advised the parties to go and agree. Instead of court to make its own directives, they said, Imwe, uyumulandu, okay, not to sumina, imamwadi, because manukulali weke na moku Supreme Court. Okay, we understand now weke na moku nanikani. Then we understand kwebati uyumulandu wali chisa collapse. But in the meantime, oko uchili kuside you. So can you agree? That is how they now went muma offices yawo wachita agree to say government said imwe since mulefu abode muletu be pesha tatulefu amailo mukalanda chatira ntile so body musunge ulengo ufikisha wino wino body musunge mwala sunga body to it's like agreeing together, okay, together, both of you, instead ya kwa to send tachamuleke wino since mulefu abode sungeni body ko mulefu ayo kulikonzo twala ni kulikonzo ko mulefu aya elo ifwe twakula tashani twakula libila chimono mwana mwachita divorce bila mwachita divorce elo atomba chala bashani elo mama bati umukashika sendo mwana ine nakula tashani nakula libila, you understand because bonse babiri nomba fyalifika pala pako bati ni 50-50 epo fyalifika hapa ni 50-50 so ba government tabafu wakati wawe peshe ukwebati yona walesunga body. That's how they have said keep the body wherever you want and we'll be paying for it and you should have access. Chimono mwana ule sungo mwana ni nani niba nina taifa fini but inana inanga ndiko kumono mwana I can go and see the child to make sure that mwana okwali. So government has not been bad completely. No. If government wants to see the body, they can see it. But they have to tell the court. Wamona, they have to tell the court, say, we have got reason to what body now was sent to Zimbabwe. We want to confirm. Court will say, go and see it. So that was a consent judgment, and the government of Zambia should be commended for showing maturity. Because Ngabale ila injunction, the court moved away from it. It was lifted. So since it was lifted, automatically if Zambia was cruel, they would have said, we are getting the body. But they have said, we will wait. Let's see what happens out in the Supreme Court. In the meantime, keep the body, but we will be paying for it. That is the situation.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, my brother. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you. Atari in the popular Ndakoya Sampa. Sampa. congratulations tikifanana chikolera kuli vena but tikukali pa ground twalisa move on twabana plan mundu wile otulena yena.
Let me tell you, listen, Mao Sampa is not yet, he has not yet gotten hold of PF because Kantwan Kane, Kachavinga Nanguna Wakwe, now via Munan Karimu High Court, they have gotten another injunction. So problems are still there. Just to clarify, hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, Mr. Tayali, this is Louis.
The line is bad. Hello? Yeah, I'm quiet. You
know, you're just a coward.
Iwe. Uyu mwana kashui chakutwala mkwesho. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayali.
Hello?
Okay, so I'm flying the quick one now. I would want to... Okay, I've been following you. So I'm trying to get your mind also on issue of ECL and Makebi Zulu. My thinking, could this be an intelligent way of Makebi Zulu ditching or getting away from this issue? Because he came to Zambia, left the family and the body. I'm sure he was aware that this is the time was ticking. Maybe he saw that this case is not going anywhere. Isn't it just an intelligent way as a lawyer of chickening out of the whole issue so that it remains with the Lungu family? Could it be that these two parties are not talking the same language? The Lungu family wants the case to continue. Makebi Zulu is speaking the other way.
No.
Now you're trying to find a way to move out.
Okay, first of all, I would say that, we are just speculating, and from my perspective is that I agree with you. There is no way Makebi Zulu would forget the date, the directives of the... No. There is no way. It is, I think, yes, in a way, it was, let it end like this, But then the news that came up didn't look good for them, so they had to do some kind of damage control. But Makebi Zulu knows they have lost this case. They know this case will not be salvaged. They know it will not be salvaged. They have lost. They have lost this case. How are they going to win it? How are they going to win it?
Yeah. Exactly.
So he knows, Makebi Zulu knows that Uyumlandu, but they can't let go, especially Kulina my elections, they want to prolong it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello?
I think yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please.
That's right. That's what we're talking.
We know him.
Yeah. Actually, you're a very resilient man. And I admire your resilience. But anyway, it's not about you. Nataka tufanyike ya KBF ishumachana, like for the KBF. I thought that was fun, and I'd like to sort of like give you like a thumbs up for the KBF. Then I did not even think about the fact that I thought 29 last time in counting. Last time it was 29, but in counting I think it might be more. There were 29 presidential candidates. I was thinking, wow, that is booming. People have money. Maybe people, because I'm not back home. People that are there and everything.
There must be swimming money for you to have 100,000 students, just like that. But you fail to say whether there's a big hand in there from either these people that came in and sponsored HS was sponsored by, whatever. Is that the hand you're talking about coming from outside, or it's internal? Or it's, what's that sponsor? Then someone's from party and all that.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Mm-hmm.
very much. And this is a point that I've been wanting to make. You see, President Hakainde Hichilema, really that man should be commended. I mean, like myself, yes, I used to say negative things and whatever, but when you see positive things, I mean, it's reasonable that you recognize them, much as you may have said, no, whatever you say, but we must commend Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema was, when he came in, people thought that he's going to be a puppet. People thought, and even me, you heard me saying, this guy is a puppet, You heard me saying that. But Hakainde Hichilema has actually defiled. Yes, he has actually defiled all of us that thought that this guy is a puppet. Hakainde Hichilema has put the country first. And he's making deals, whatever deals that he's making, he's considering his country first. And it has not sat well with certain people, including certain governments, if I could put it that way, including certain governments, those that were actually even supporting him, those that were even supporting him. And now they are disappointed because of the way Hakainde Hichilema is handling issues, either locally or internationally. And these people now, they are putting pressure, or they are trying to mobilize. They are trying to mobilize against President Hakainde Hichilema. This is why you have seen certain NGOs, against President Hakainde Hichilema. This is why you have seen certain civil societies like those who are talking about corruption. I'm talking about the organization, not the ambassador. And you can see even, even some of the language of some of these people, the diplomats, it has changed. It has changed not because Hakainde Hichilema has done anything wrong. It has changed because Hakainde Hichilema has not favored their interests. So yes, these are some of the people now who are giving money to political non-entities. These are the people. They are trying. Yes, they are trying their level best to see how they can break Hakainde Hichilema. This is why you have seen useless people being having 100,000 kwacha to go and pay. It is because they are hoping that their issue, what they want is that they are hoping that they can secure Hakainde Hichilema cannot reach a 50% plus one. So they are throwing in people there to split the votes. To split the votes.
To split the votes.
Yes.
And bring it down to 30% because these guys will get a little bit here, little bit
Yes. So if you add them to this one there, this one 50 there, this one whatever, they are hoping that
they'll get 70, then they'll put a 30, then rerun.
So this, there is a ploy, and my brothers who are in the UPND, these are the issues that they should be focusing on. These are the issues that they should be focusing on, and that's why I'm emphasizing that instead of wasting time with these on these vouchers, they should concentrate on the votes, because there are people who are trying to fund to dilute the votes so that Hakainde Hichilema may not get 50% plus one.
Plus one. No, but I don't know quite straightforward. Can you give me one stock at the party? I mean, but that's for another day. But I don't have Castle Kakati, but at Tishanati, Imati Molanda Kasana, so they can't put you in the government. But in Europe and where I am, in like UK and most European countries and all that, a person who's in the opposition but is radical like you, kuti point normally, even your biggest rival, at within party leadership and all that, they appoint the guy who who beat them. The guy was like second in line. They run up, they appoint them and say, look, this is the opportunity, do this and whatever. Nobody moved to Chilufya Tayali. I think Mr. turned down in the 2026, which I started big up. No, but on the other hand, like some of the party, like a leaking act, so okay, act really said bigger. Okay, you're sort of like to try and get back home and whatnot. I think you should kind of, sort of strike the balance between, leaking whatever and the fact that you stand by your gun. Normally, whenever it's a bootleg HSS, they want the government to know that they are of no consequence. But a guy like you, Zambia needs to be there and speak the truth and, kind of you're going to...
Now, listen, my brother, listen, my brother, I get your point. I get your point, but look, the issue is, tell me where Haka in the Ichilema fumbled and I didn't cheat him. If you pick a point to say like, at this point Haka in the Ichilema did this, why didn't you speak against him? To be honest with you,
I'm going to say two things.
Yeah.
I follow Zambian politics, and I'm going to say two things that I can pick up right now. Maybe three. If you allow me, I can say three. One, there was money that went to China which was not they paid money which shouldn't have been paid and whatever, and the Chinese have held that money in the order of 82 million or something like that, dollars and whatever. That kind of thing. Come on, exchanges from the corporate.
Wait. No, wait. Listen. Wait. Before, I don't want to cut you.
That's number one. That's number one.
Number two.
Number two. Now we start talking the other point. Number two. I think the Tropical Party it's controversial. And I don't want to seem like dividing Zambia, divisive, and don't say money at zero and all that. Look, come on. I grew up in Choma, primary school, and whatever.
Get to the point.
The point I'm making, the government balance and the recruitment process, including the government and whatever police
okay,
and whatever.
Next.
It's mostly Zambians inclined.
Next.
I think that is not nice.
Okay.
Next point, which is number three. Number three is, the president has sort of fought on a few things, on quite a lot of things. Right now we're getting, this road sharing is not there, simply because of elections. We had 4 years of
okay, now wait a minute. Now, wait. Okay, you have made your points. Okay. You have made your points. Look, I've actually taken quite a long time with you, but now, let's go to the first point. Let's go to the first point. The issue of the money, I am really not competent to talk about that because I really don't understand the transaction. So I don't talk about something that I cannot confidently defend. I can't. I really can't. I don't know how that transaction, I don't know how did somebody just wake up and send so much money to China from nowhere. I really don't understand. I don't understand. I cannot talk about that. The second point that you have spoken about, you have spoken about what is this? What was the second point? Anyway, the issue of the Zambezi, first of all, that you have spoken about, that is a big allegation. That is a big allegation, my brother. That is a big allegation. And if we are being reasonable and objective, that is a big allegation. Because really, if you were to bring, listen, wait. Where you are, honestly, do you have a list of people that were employed? And can you tell what is the percentage of the Zambezi? What is the percentage of the people in the northern? What is the percentage? I think that is a blanket statement which I don't think you can be able to substantiate if you are being honest. The next point, what is the other point that you have spoken about? Yes, you have spoken about load shedding. You are talking about load shedding. Again, this is an issue that is really, again, that is another speculation. That is another speculation, and which I cannot, because when you are talking about Lodge, you should be clearly to say, look, they are doing this because of what. But really, I think let's be fair. Be fair with me. Let me talk about issues that I'm competent in. It is not just a matter of that. I'm a politician. I should. I want to speak about something that I know.
Yeah, politician change of Mkulanda.
Yeah. So, nani?
Queen Malabupa.
Bakwini Mpumi. Why you are teacher, yeah? So, I'll leave it there. This woman. This woman has got a problem. This Precious. Nakupapat. So, it's not just that if there is something that Baka in the Chilem has done, I will say it. I will say it. I mean, there is another issue that I wanted to touch on. Issue mu parliament, but I think I'll talk about it later on. Precious, I want to block this into Ankane. You can go to hell. I'm blocking this woman. Hey, it's too much. Tashawana reasonable Mkulandi. Get out. Now she block Chief Precious. Your Chief Precious have blocked you. I don't want you. Allah, we ain't kafia you. Now go Allah. You, what's your problem? Allah, kavioko. Ngola for aka in the Chilema, go and the Kabia community house, not to create up a platform. Go, you say, haka in the Kabia community house. Go to community house if you want haka in the Chilema, not to create some foil haka in the Chilema platform yand. Haka in the Chilema. No could tell you. Ni haka in the Chilema. Haka in the Chilema. La you. Watch it away. Quiet. La. Let's encourage you. Why would say encourage you? Nanguni democracy. You can't just be fiancé. Ni haka in the Chilema. Mao Sampa got PF from whatever. Chacha fetch won't reach. But Charlie, what am number? Chow what chiwa. I block this number. Mukamfuapa. Chikesa the number in. Bichama what chiwa. Yeah. Anyway, I think we have exhausted our issues. I mean, basically, from my perspective, is that I just wanted to dismiss this issue of government, whatever. Government doesn't want to block anyone. ECZ is not going to block anyone unless otherwise. But KBF, and that you must belong to a political party, registrar of societies. Takwaba. Fiabufi. And then this issue of Mao Sampa. I mean, PF. PF. Anyway, I think let me end here for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. May God bless you and good night.